Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the breakdown. On this episode, we're actually going to do a request that we received from Kelly Will. Kelly was reading on our blog about the Nixon Baja watch that they just released last fall. Wanted to see a video review of it as well. So Kelly, thanks for reading the blog, and this one's for you. So for any of you guys who know me, you know that I'm all about Nixon watches. I'm a Nixon guy. This is a Nixon house, and I was really excited when I saw that Nixon was going to be releasing the Baja. Now I bought the Outsider, which I brought with me today, and this is what I've carried with me out in the outdoors for a long time. On any of my adventures, I always grab my Outsider. It's got a compass on it, it's got all the time features that I need, but there were still a few things that were lacking in this watch that Nixon really updated with the Baja. So again, I've loved my Outsider. I put this thing through all the adventures and thick and thin that I can throw at it, and it's just been fantastic, great watch. Well, with the Baja, as you can see, a little bit different on this design, and with that, a lot more features that were added to it. So let's take this thing off and show you a little bit about it. First thing you guys are going to see is this watch band. This is a Velcro adjustable watch band here, so makes it really easy to get it on and off. It's very comfortable. Super great construction on this. You can see the underside of the strap. It's just really comfortable, which was a pleasant surprise. I was kind of wondering with the Velcro band if it was going to dig into my wrist at all, have any sharp edges to it. Absolutely nothing. It feels super comfortable. Once I'd worn it for 30 minutes to an hour, it really, just completely forgot it was even on my wrist. So that was great. So as far as the comfort band goes, that's fantastic. Really the weight on this watch is pretty lightweight compared to some of the other survival or high adventure watches that I've tried on. Some of those can be a little lighter in weight. I mean, this one feels like there's a little more weight to it, but again, lightweight watch. I didn't really notice it on my wrist after I had it on for a while, so that was fantastic. Now, as you guys can see here on the display, it's actually divided up into several screens. And with that, you're going to have multiple features. So on this biggest screen here, you're going to get your time display. So that's obviously the most useful feature of the watch, so you want to have that there and available right away. Up here, you're going to have your date at the top. Trying to get that clear for you guys. Over here, you've got your seconds, which if you're just keeping track of time passing, that's always helpful to have. And then this little part of the screen down here, this is where you're going to get some of the unique features with the Baja. Now if I hit this little button up here, that's going to give you your LCD light display. And then this button down here, this is what's going to control this display. So if I push and hold that, you're going to see after a minute that a little F pops up, and that is your temperature gauge, which is fantastic because that is one of the features on this watch that I absolutely wanted that I didn't have with my Outsider. After Nixon released the Outsider, they came out with a watch, the Unit, and I almost bought the Unit because of the temperature gauge. I really wanted that, but I'm glad I held off just because the Baja has everything that I wanted with it. So this does have the temperature gauge. Realize you will get a much more accurate reading if you take the watch off your wrist. If it's sitting on your wrist, you know that you're going to get a lot of body temperature that's going to affect the ambient temperature outside. So just take it off your wrist, set it on the ground next to you or next to your head in the sleeping bag for a minute, and it'll give you a real accurate reading. I took this thing out snow caving with us about a month or two ago, and the reading was spot on. It worked out really well, so that was really exciting. So yeah, that's on the main display. The one other feature that you're going to see with this is this this little guy right here. That is indeed an LED flashlight. So really cool. Now in order to get the flashlight to work, you just hit this button right here, push and hold that down. That's your LED back display light. So after you hold that down for a minute, you're going to see a little flashlight pop up right here. And then if I hit this button on the top side, you're going to see that that will hold that light on as long as I have the button pressed in. If you hit this lower button here, that's actually going to keep it on for 3 seconds. So really cool. I know that this is really something that makes the Baja unique, and maybe some of you are thinking, I don't know how much I'd use that. To be honest with you, I actually use that a lot. You know, it's not a huge amount of light, but when you're digging through stuff in your pack or, you know, crawling around through your tent at night, it's so convenient just to have that with you right there. You know, your headlamp is going to be the light of choice or a flashlight, but to have this light with me all the time is fantastic. And I use it around the house a bunch as well. So it's just kind of cool that you can have that with you all the time. And that's one thing that makes the Baja very unique and stand out from the rest of the competition. So very cool. As we go through this, there's a couple other features we wanted to talk about. So this button right here, this is going to scroll through the different menu of features. So if I go through here, you're going to get your chronometer, your timer, everything else. And then as we get going here, you're actually going to see the compass display. So this is really cool. Again, another feature that I absolutely loved about my Outsider was my compass. And the Nixon Baja actually is more accurate than my Outsider was. So I pulled out my field compass and had it sitting right next to my Baja. And this thing is within 3 to 4 degrees of my field compass, which is fantastic. So, you know, no matter what, you're going to get a reading that you need. Looks like we were just on timer. Here you go. Here's the compass display. So you're going to get the degrees in the main window, and then up above that, you're going to get the letter display, you know, north, south, east, or west. So again, the compass is fantastic on this thing. There are other watches out there on the market that may give you even more of an accurate reading, but for what you need for this guy, it's been great. No complaints whatsoever about that. So, and then one more touch and that gets you back to the main screen one more time. So again, the screen's really easy to see, easy to use. All the features for the most part are available here on the main screen, which is awesome. But yeah, I've been super happy with it. It fully lived up to all of my expectations, and again, I was really itching to get this thing before it came out, and so as soon as it was made available, I had to go out and buy it, and I am so glad I did. Now, you will notice there's a few things that may be missing that some of you may want in a high adventure survival watch. This does not have an altimeter, does not have a barometer. Probably the two biggest features that are lacking on this watch. However, you do get a benefit to that is the Baja retails for only $150. So that's pretty great price for just a good survival adventure watch. So again, realize there are trade-offs with this, but as far as the features that it offers and for the price, I am super stoked with it. Absolutely love it. Was able to get a few people to buy into this with our holiday gift guide and heard nothing but great things from them as well. They really loved the purchase and stuff, and those who received it as a gift were very happy with it. So that's fantastic. One last plug for Nixon. I'm up to 14 Nixon watches now, but one thing I love about them is their customer service. That's why I've continued to buy timepieces from them. There's been a couple times that I had an issue with one of my watches. I let them know, they gave me a PO number, I sent it back to California here in the United States, and they took care of everything for me. Each time I had a problem, they sent me a brand new one, no questions asked whatsoever. They do a great job of making a high quality product, and if there ever is an issue, they will take care of you. Again, no questions asked. So you get plenty for the price, and it was a great value. Absolutely love my Baja. So if you guys have any other requests for videos or product reviews, please comment below or comment on our blog. Be sure and check out our new Pinterest and Instagram accounts, and we will be doing further giveaways and other posts on there. Always follow the blog at tbthebreakdown.com, and as always, we will see you on the trail. Thanks for watching, guys.